Hi, I'm Nami, and welcome to this practice. Now, so much of what plagues us, keeps us awake at night, makes us feel tight, tense and frustrated, is resistance. It's resistance to life and circumstances as they are. It's wanting things to be a certain way and wanting things to be and go the way that we would like them to. There's a wisdom to going with the flow, or to cultivating the ability to let things flow. So in today's practice, we're going to just spend some time exploring that and inviting that into our lives. And with practice and over time, we're just able to accept things to a greater extent, allow things to flow, trust that things will flow in the right direction, in a positive direction for us, and invite greater ease into our lives. So let's start by finding a comfortable position. Ideally for this practice, we want a strong spine and a soft belly. So we want to be sitting somewhere where we're in a dignified, comfortable position. We feel well supported by our spine, but we're also able to invite deep breaths into our belly because there's a softness there. So firm, strong at the back and soft at the front of the body. And then we want to arrive, so noticing the weight of the body against the surface that we're resting on. Noticing gravity pull us down. Ground us. Arriving. And just turning the attention to the breath, just noticing. You might notice the breath where it enters and leaves the body at the nose or the mouth. Not trying to change anything, just noticing. You might notice the breath in the chest or the belly, a gentle rise and fall there. Just notice. And then gently taking the attention, the awareness to the body. Starting perhaps with the head and the forehead. Allowing the brow to soften. Allowing the eyes to soften. The jaw. Feeling the shoulders from the inside out. Then allowing them just to relax. Fall away from the ears. Feeling supported by the spine and the big strong back muscles. Feeling a softness in the belly. And allowing the breath to enter into a softening belly. And then just reflecting on why you're here. What's the intention? Why are you sitting here right now? What brought you to this practice? Just seeing what comes up for you. knowing that as we practice, the mind will wander. And knowing that when you notice the mind has wandered, that's a magic moment in the practice. It's a moment of awareness. And just gently calling the mind back. You can either use the sensation of the breath in the body, my voice, the feelings in a certain part of the body like the hands or the feet. Just use the present moment and come back to the present moment whenever your mind wanders, gently. As we sit here visualizing, bringing to mind a shower and yourself in a shower, watching the drops of water on the tiles, slowly moving down the tiles. The drops of water move down the tiles in the shower with ease. And as the drops of water move down the tiles, they move in slightly where there are gaps between tiles, and they move over the grout. They move easily over smooth tiles. Sometimes drops of water come together, but there's an ease there. The water just flows. The drops of water move down the tiles in the shower with ease. And in a sense, we could do with being a bit more like water. Flowing, allowing. Perhaps if you feel comfortable doing so, bringing to mind a situation where you feel some resistance and where you feel like things aren't going the way you'd like them to. And it could be anything, could be in relationship, in relation to work, could be a financial circumstance, a project you're working on, but something that's not extremely stressful and just something that you wish was going a different way. So just bringing that scenario, that situation to mind and noticing how it makes you feel. You might feel a tightness in the face, in the jaw. You might feel something in your gut, in your belly. Just notice. And just consider what it might be to allow this situation to let go, to be like water, to flow freely over bumps and crevices, but just to keep moving and not try and fight it. What would it mean for you to allow this situation just to flow? To release any control, resistance, opposition. And just noticing whether, when you think about releasing the situation and allowing it to flow, whether there's anything holding you back in your body, whether you still feel a tightness and a resistance to that idea, whether there's any way you're holding on. And if there is, Can you let that go? Just in this moment. And just allow the situation to flow in this moment. Releasing any physical tension, tightness, or holding on. And just sense how that feels for you. Again, if the mind wanders, just gently bringing it back. Releasing the scenario, the visualization now. And just allowing the following words to wash over you. I release my control. Instead of trying to force things to go a certain way, I trust the universe is working on my behalf. I know that everything in life has its own time, place, and pace, and I allow all to be as it is. I let go. I release my control. Instead of trying to force things to go a certain way, I trust the universe is working on my behalf. I see everything in life has its own time, place, and pace, and I allow all to be as it is. I let go. And one more time. I release my control. Instead of trying to force things to go a certain way, I trust the universe is working on my behalf. I see everything in life has its own time, place, and pace, and I allow all to be as it is. I let go. And just sitting with those words for a moment. Before gently coming back to the space, coming back to your body, feeling the weight of your body against the surface you're resting on, sensing the temperature in the room, any sounds or smells, and gently opening your eyes when you feel ready. Now, this is a practice that we need to cultivate and return to over time, so please feel free to come back to this practice whenever you feel yourself struggling with resistance and the inability to accept things as they are. Just come back to the practice when you feel like it might be useful to invite flow, ease, surrender, and acceptance into your life. And take care.